Strike two.
Manfredi has really been off his game today.
He's just out there taking cuts. The rest of the team's having to pick up his slack.
Pigeons must feel like they're on a bad first date. They're giving it their all, trying to make things work, and Manfredi's out there giving them nothing.
Sounds like you've had some fun first dates there, Jim.
I've got some stories that would turn your hair white.
Well, Jim and Dave are recounting their romantic histories. Manfredi's ready. Strike three goes down swinging. Disappointing end to the inning for the Pigeons. You're listening to KFUK Baseball. We'll be right back after a word from our sponsors.
Well, it can't all be the World Series.
I'm telling you, I should have stayed on my boat.
You're really serious about doing this for Lake Michigan, aren't you?
The way the Pigeons play, I don't even have to watch the live feed. I'll still tell you how it ends.
How was your
Party, we're
weekend?
coming through already, right?
It was fine.
Geez, that number Joe gave you?
Yeah, didn't quite pan out.
Nothing dramatic?
No, just not compatible.
You win some, you lose some. And we're back, and the Pigeons are on the ropes.
Doesn't seem like they're playing to win.
What, you think they're playing to lose?
Well, look at DeStagio here coming out of the dugout. You can see in his eyes the look of a champion. When he's walking up to the plate, that's someone who wants to win. That's what it means here in the big leagues. It doesn't matter how talented you are, it's about who wants it more.
Yeah, kind of like when you're on a first date. One party's ready for the ring, and the other party's ready for the chick.
That's right, Jim. DeStagio steps in, and boom goes the dynamite.
Oh, looks like it's going to be out of the park.
Oh no, Lugini's caught it!
It's a shocking reversal. Kind of like when you're on a first date and you find out she's not interested in you and she's just trying to get a night away from her harridan of a mother.
DeStagio's heading back to the dugout. It has been a long time since he has felt a slap in the face like that.
Must feel like going on a date for the first time in months and having her laugh as soon as you sit down.
This could really be a turnaround.
Well, not so fast, my friend. The Pigeons still have a long way to come back.
The position they're in is kind of like a first date when you open asking about anal and have to backtrack to petting in the parking lot.
I think, Schmidlin's stepping in now. The Cubs are really hoping this is just a small burst of energy from the Pigeons.
Kind of like a first date when she pipes up and you think that she's interested, but then realize that she's just talking to the next table.
Swing and a miss. Could this be the start of an upset, actually, Dave?
I think that the Pigeons have lost too much ground. The best they can hope for is to save some dignity.
It's like coming to the end of a first date, covered in sweat, humiliated, and hoping that the last shreds of your manhood don't get scattered in the four winds. Are you okay, Jim?
Swing and a miss. Schmidlin just cannot connect.
Kind of like when you're on a first date and no matter what subject you bring up, you can't find common ground.
Schmidlin looks really shaken, and he's one of the league's top.
How do you not like Harrison Ford?
And he's really, really sweating now.
It looks like he's on a first date.
Well, he may be sweating, but he is actually one of the league's best clutch hitters, batting .295 when he's down 2 strikes. I'm sure he's confident he can come back from this one.
But those hopes can be misleading, kind of like a first date when you have a glimmer of hope that this one can cure your impotence.
Swing and a miss! Whatever Jones and Martinez are doing in the silent communications, they're working right now. They're really teaming up to take down the Cubs hitters this inning.
Gotta be a bitter pill to swallow. Kind of like a first date when you come to the parking lot and see your date getting double teamed by the kitchen staff.
The Pigeons have seen a lot of humiliation in this game,
Can't be worse than my last date.
but I think they're looking to give the Cubs a taste of their own medicine here.
Kind of like when you get cheated on the first date, then revenge fuck her mother the same night.
Christ, Jim! It's really midnight for Cinderella here. The Cubs, they look disoriented, confused.
Like me coming off my last date.
And they're sending in Liberace Schwartzman.
Now, this could be an interesting ploy here. Schwartzman is the youngest player on their team. He's talented, but he is erratic.
It's a big risk throwing him in a crisis like this.
You're damn right, Jim.
Like giving her oral on the first date. She could taste like that sweet honey. Or have more crabs in the Boston Bay.
I'd like to apologize to any families
Hard
listening.
to know if Schwartzman is actually in here to do any good or if his team's just throwing him under the bus in this situation.
Throwing her under the bus is what I did on our first date.
Can we get security in here?
Digs in. Strike one.
She didn't die. She just fractured her hip.
Schwartzman doesn't look phased. He's really keeping cool under pressure.
I can relate to that. It's kind of like being on a first date trying to keep up conversation.
Schwartzman's digging in here, and it looks as if he's sorry, ladies and gentlemen, I can't quite see what's going on the field. We're having some difficulties up here in the booth.
Ladies and gentlemen, we got a bit of a struggle here in the booth. Jim is fighting with the security guards. The security guard, he's got his taser out. He's gonna get him. He flipped the other security guard with the taser and he is down. Wait, it's not over just yet. Jim is kicking him. He's on the floor. He's kicking him. What a dirty fighter. He's got him on the floor. But Bob is up. He's got him. He's choking him out. Go at him, Bob. He's choking him out. And they're down for the count. Ladies and gentlemen, Bob has won the fight. And the inning ends with the Pigeons making a startling comeback and Jim lay down on the floor, breathing heavily and unconscious.
Sounds like the end of a lot of my first dates.